Alright, so I just put out a video on the best striker fired gun I think that's out there right now. So let's do another video kind of like that, and I'll talk about the best budget handgun. So I was kind of thinking about it, and I know probably some of y'all, just looking at the title, will probably think I'm going to say like High Point or something. And High Point is great. High Point is definitely a very, very good value. But it's certainly not the best. That's going to go to this guy right here. And I'm actually kind of surprised myself that I thought I'd say Taurus is the best budget value handgun right now. And I don't mean Taurus as a whole when I say that. It's more specifically the Taurus G3. This thing is awesome. I haven't run into anybody that's had like a lot of issues with it at all with these models, and I haven't heard of any big problems as far as, you know, critical malfunctions or issues with these guns. And my experience with this has just been nothing but 100%. The dang thing was just an absolute surprise when I got it. I was really surprised that this thing, you know, it shoots as good as it does. It feels as good as it does for 250 bucks. That's what I paid for this. For what you see right here. This with a 17 round mag and a 15 round mag. And, but the, you know, the overall feel of the gun, extremely comfortable in hand. And I know some of you might say that, yeah, this right here, this manual safety could be a detraction. It's a non-issue to me. It's just a training issue. Does it need to be there? No. No, I don't think it needs to be there. But the fact that it's there is no issue to me. It's very easy to train with it, and it's actually well placed, very easy to manipulate. The takedown is just like a Glock. So if you guys are familiar with the Glock takedown, then you're familiar with the takedown here. The grip has really good texturing to it. It's not too overly abrasive, but it just, you really get a good purchase on this thing. Low bore axis, feels much like a Glock in hand. It doesn't quite have the Glock angle, but it feels like a Glock in hand. The sights are pretty serviceable. They don't have much for aftermarket sights, but I think there's a few companies that have some offerings for this, and I'm looking into that. I'll probably get some aftermarket sights for this at some point. The trigger, much like a Glock, but in design, but the trigger, you can see here's the take up. There's the wall right there. And there's your reset. That's an awesome trigger for the price. It's not the best trigger out there. VP9 still has a better trigger. And there's other guns that have better triggers, but for 250 bucks, I like this better than the Glock trigger. I'll say it. Nothing wrong with Glock triggers, but they're not the best triggers out there. This is a heck of a lot better for about half the price. As far as the finish and stuff, it's not going to be as strong as some of the other offerings out there, but this is a budget gun. So keep in mind when I talk about this is the best budget gun, it's pretty much what are you getting for the value. For 250 bucks, how much gun am I getting for 250 bucks? This is a lot of gun. Got a 17 round mag, 15 round mag. I can purchase, these are Metgar mags, I believe, right? Hold on, let me double check myself here. I believe these are Metgars. Yeah, they're Metgar mags. So I can purchase a lot more of those at a fairly inexpensive price. Metgar makes good mags. The internals, no problems with the internals at all. I'm not seeing any signs of heavy duty wear and tear. This thing runs dirty. I've shot a lot of cheap ammunition through it because a budget gun should be able to handle budget ammunition, in my opinion. So I shot a bunch of cheap ammo, steel case, aluminum case, no problems at all. This is the Fiocchi 115 grain hollow points. Not the best hollow points out there, but they work. Overall, this thing, if you look at the features that this has and just the ergonomics, you know, even small stuff like the front slide serrations and such, it's the best value out there for $250. So basically take the cost of a High Point and then save your money for an extra week or so and then get this thing. You're not going to beat it. I don't really have any negatives to say about it. Again, it's a very flat recoiling gun, very accurate, very easy to shoot, easy to manipulate, easy to clean. The parts, the finish wear, there's a little bit of finish wear that I'm seeing right, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but right here and right here. And I think there's a couple other spots that I might have some finish wear, a little bit right there. And I haven't really, you know, there's finish wear right here on the hood right here. So there's going to be a little bit of finish wear. I haven't really treated this thing too harshly either. So, I mean, you're going to see a lot of wear and tear on this gun quicker than you would, say, a higher priced handgun, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me. This gun is a tool. This right here is just a gun you take out and shoot and carry, and you don't worry about it. Maybe throw a set of night sights on it, and that's it. And just go with it. So check them out. If you haven't checked them out, they have the G3s, and then they just came out with the G3C, which I haven't touched yet, but if it's basically the G3 just compact, then I'm on board. I'll try to find one of those somewhere and get my hands on it and go from there. But this I'm actually sourcing out. I want to look at holsters because I want to make this my everyday carry. A 17+1 or 15+1. So here's the 17 round mag right there, just so you can see the profile there. And then if I want to do the 15 round mag, just a little bit of a better, more compact profile there. But I'm looking to source out a holster. We'll see what I can find. A good inside the waistband holster. And I want to carry this. So, all right, that's enough yammering out of me. Feel free to leave your thoughts below, especially if you shot one of these. Don't knock it till you try it. You will be surprised. You will be very, very surprised. All right, thanks a lot for watching. And as always, stay safe.